Southwest Mock 2016, Paper 1, E-Science for Intermediate Technical Schools. Grammar school students doing ordinary level physics also need to know this. This question said, Figure 3 illustrates a daily occurrence with light, known as A. Diffraction of light, B. Reflection of light, C. Refraction of light, D. Interference of light. Let's look at all this very quickly. What is diffraction? Diffraction occurs when light waves bend around the corners of an obstacle. If light was to pass through this tiny aperture or this small hole here, as the light rays come and they go through the small hole, they will bend this way, and as the light ray comes, it will bend this way. So you can see that if I was to draw this to show the wavefronts or the wave profile as the wave is moving, you can see that this wave is more spread out than this one, and this one is more spread out than these two. So the light is spreading out or bending as it goes through a small gap. Next, we have reflection of light. What is reflection? It is a change in direction of the wave or the wavefront as it hits an interface. So the wave here was coming from a medium, let's say air, and it hit this interface. The interface is the surface that divides the air from the material through which the light wants to pass. And as it hits the interface, it bounces back, or it returns. So it hits the interface and returns into the medium from which it is coming. That's reflection. So you can see that this is reflection because the light does not go through, but it returns here into the medium from which it is coming. This is regular reflection from a very smooth surface. What is refraction? Refraction is the bending of light. As light passes from one medium to the other, it bends. So you can see if this is a boundary, that's a boundary between two mediums, then if the light was to move, for example, from this medium and pass through this boundary into this other medium, the light will bend. The light is bending because as it goes from medium 1 to medium 2, the speed of the light changes, so it bends. Okay, that's refraction, the bending of light as it goes from one medium to the other. And then you have interference. Interference of light. What is interference? In interference, two waves meet. Two waves meet and form a combined wave or a resultant wave. So the two waves can either form a resultant wave which has a larger amplitude. If this is a wave here, then if I was to do this, what's the amplitude? This is the amplitude of the wave. As you can see, the amplitude of a wave is this distance here, the maximum distance from the equilibrium line to the highest point, or from the equilibrium line to the lowest point. So if the two waves combine to form a new wave that has a bigger amplitude,